And delighted to be here with you this evening. Tonight's practice is going to involve some vigorous breath work and then some generalized movement to open up the body, followed by our guided rest practice. So it'll be about a 45-minute practice here this evening. As always, have whatever support you need available: blocks, straps, bolsters, eye shades, blankets, chairs, whatever you need to support yourself in your practice, remembering that it is your practice. I will be offering, suggesting, and inviting some things, but the only requirement for you is to be present and to breathe. Breath work, especially important to remember a couple of things, especially with the activating breaths that we're going to do. All breath work, the body is very still. The awareness is on the breath in the nostril or in the mouth, depending on how we're breathing. Focus is at the brow point or at the tip of the nose or just beyond something that's not moving, drishti or gazing point, to keep our concentration stillness. In these activating breaths, it is very important that if we get over-amped, over-activated, that we are working too hard. There's no stress, there's no strain, there's no exertion. Just because we're doing an activating breath doesn't mean we have to be over-exerting and overheating and over-amping and over-cycling. It's very important that we stay within a calm, steady center of our practice, even as we're doing these activating breaths. So if you find yourself starting to rock in the body, or you find yourself starting to rock in your mind, then it's time to recognize that you're working too hard and to back off and to just find your breath. Your long, deep breath is always an appropriate alternative, especially for the activating breath, the bellows breath that we're going to start with, especially if you are pregnant or on your cycle. Just do breath of fire. Don't do the diaphragmatic pumping. Okay, so tonight's practice, we're going to do a activating breath of fire, a bellows breath, a Bhastrika breath, a frontal brain cleansing breath. And then we're going to do a what's called a cosmic breath, or it's basically an engaged seated cow-cat with a powerful breath. And so we'll talk that through as we go through it. So our first practice is simply an activating breath. Now you have options here. You can keep your hands on your knees, palms up, thumb and forefinger together. For inspiration, palms down if you feel you need additional grounding. You can bring your hands to prayer at the chest, Anjali Mudra, and just resting the hands in prayer at the chest, feeling lightly at the heartbeat. If you like, you can bring the hands to the thumb knuckles are resting lightly at the third eye with the elbows up. We're just going to be here for a short period. The activating body is very still. The activating breath is a bellows breath. So we utilize the diaphragm on the exhale, pulling down and back on the exhale, and allowing the diaphragm to come out and up on the inhale. The breath is equal in length, volume, and intensity on the inhale and the exhale. So just because it feels like we're exaggerating the exhale, some of us give a little additional emphasis on that exhale while we pull the diaphragm in order to kind of find a rhythm. And we are still utilizing the inhale, the release of that diaphragm, to inhale and the same amount of air in the same length and the same duration, same intensity. So it's an even breath, full breath, full inhale, full exhale. So your pace will be your pace that's appropriate for you. I cannot stress this enough in your practice. Your breath pace will be different than mine. So I might be over here, two breaths per second. You might be over there, one breath for every 8 seconds. Inhaling, exhaling. You're going to find your rhythm, the ask, the requirement, the suggestion, the invitation is to find your rhythm, your pace, your breath. All right. So enough talk, let us pray. So let's bring ourselves into ourselves, come into this place, come into this space, and prepare to practice. Root down into the sits bones and whatever other part of the body is in contact with something. Feel yourself extending down into the earth, and then from that extension, lift through the side body, lift through the crown, lift through the spine. Tuck the chin slightly, feel the release at the back of the neck. And then feel the full length of the elongated, aligned spine, elongated and aligned spine from the root to the crown. Notice as you elongate and align the spine, what happens in your body and in your mind. Maybe you feel the energy body engage, maybe you feel the chest expand, maybe you feel the heart open, maybe not. Maybe you just feel your hips, maybe you feel your knees. Whatever it is that you're feeling, just be in your own experience for a moment. And then find your breath. Underneath the nostrils, I'm going to breathe in and out through the nostrils on this first breath. So I invite you to find that lengthened, supported posture. Find the hand position that is appropriate for you, either on the knees, at the chest, or at the third eye. And then take a full inhale. And then as you exhale, engage a little bit and find your rhythm, your pace, your breath, utilizing the diaphragm, releasing the diaphragm on the inhale, and then pulling back and down to emphasize the exhale. And then find your rhythm, your pace, your breath, your practice. The body's very still. As I said, the awareness is on the breath in the nostrils and maybe the diaphragm moving. Focus is at the brow point if the eyes are closed, or just beyond the tip of the nose if the eyes are narrow. Just breathing, and recognize that even though you're engaged and activating here, you're just breathing, sitting and knowing that you're sitting, breathing and knowing that you're breathing. About 30 more seconds here. Just stay with it. On your next inhale, take a full inhalation. And then gently retain this breath while lifting lightly at the base of the spine, at the pelvic bowl, and at the heart. Relaxing the shoulders, tucking the chin, feeling everything rise toward the crown, toward the third eye, toward the brow point. Very still. Gentle retention here. When you are ready, exhale, release the hands down. Allow everything to settle. Just feel into what is settling for you, what is shifting for you. Feel where you're energized and where you're not. Feel what's happened from that practice. What is the effect of the dynamic breath as you find yourself in stillness? We use these practices to regulate our mind states. What shift or change has taken place in your mind state from that practice? Now, our next breath is going to be a powerful breath while doing a seated cow-cat. So the way this works is on the inhale, the lower spine will arch, the chest will expand and come forward, the crown will lift. And then as we're doing that, we're going to be bringing the hands up the top of the thighs. So we'll inhale 2 sniffs while bringing the hands up the thighs and arching the spine. And then we'll exhale. On the exhale, 2 sniffs as we round the spine, bring the chin toward the chest and let the hips roll under. So it's an inhale and an exhale. And that is our rhythm. So we'll just find that 2 sniff rhythm in, 2 sniff rhythm out. So bring yourself into that elongated, aligned posture. Take the hands to the knees. Inhale while arching and lifting. Exhale while rounding and releasing. And then continue your rhythm, your pace, your breath, your practice. In and out through the nostrils. Just be in your own practice here. Feel into your own experience. One more. On your next inhale, gently retain the breath while lifting at the base of the spine, at the pelvic bone, at the heart, relaxing the shoulders and tucking the chin. Being very still, bringing everything to the center and up toward the brow point. And then when you are ready, when you need to, go ahead and release the exhale, release the lifting, bring yourself back to stillness. Now, this next three, we're going to do the same movement, only the breath is going to be 2 sips in through the mouth, 2 sips out through the mouth. So we're using our mouth this time. Same practice. So we slide the hands up as we inhale and down as we exhale. Through the mouth this time. Noticing the difference. Just being in our practice. Allowing ourselves to just be. Opening the chest on the inhale. Releasing on the exhale. Rounding the back. Arching. Rounding in the spine. Spinal movements here. With the breath. On your next inhale, retain this breath gently. Lift gently at the pelvic bowl, at the base of the spine, at the heart. Relax the shoulders, tuck the chin. Let everything arise within. And then exhale when you need to release. We've got one more of that, and now we're going to get coordinated here. So we're going to alternate those movements. So we'll inhale through the nostrils, 2 sniffs. Exhale through the mouth, 2 sips. Inhale through the mouth. Exhale through the nostrils, 2 sniffs. And then inhale through the nostrils, continuing that pattern. So we're alternating on the exhales here. And just do your best. If you get lost in the pattern, don't worry about it. 2 sniffs in, 2 blows out, 2 sips in through the mouth, 2 sips out through the nose, in through the nose, out through the mouth, in through the mouth, out through the nose. Continue your rhythm, your pace, your breath, your practice. On your next inhale, gently retain the breath. Lift lightly at the base of the spine, at the pelvic bowl, and at the heart. Tuck the chin as you relax the shoulders. Let everything come toward the brow. Be very still, gentle and patient. Bringing everything to the center. And when you are ready, release the breath, release the hands down to the knees. Turn the palms up, bring the thumb and forefinger together. Sit very still and let everything settle. And again, feel into your experience, noticing what has shifted for you, what alterations might have happened to your mind state, to your regulation, to your resilience. This is recovery for resilience, realization, and recovery. Feel into how our practices support those 3 R's. Recovery of what? Recovering our sanity, our self, our sense of the present moment. Resilience, learning how to regulate our mind states to bring ourselves back into balance. Realization, having an experience of connection to the present moment and to ourselves, and perhaps even to source, just being here. And take a full inhale and a complete exhale. And let's come around to our mats. We're going to start standing today in our mountain posture. So bring ourselves to the top of your mat. And then just take a moment to maybe walk that out a little bit. Just kind of let that, all that settling in the hips. We're seated for a bit, so our hips may have been in. Maybe shake it all out a little bit. Maybe get a little hopping and stepping, maybe a little shaking and shivering, just kind of loosening everything up and letting it go. Just maybe emulate your 4-year-old self for a minute and just kind of let everything kind of bounce as you're just kind of here. And oh, yeah, just allowing everything to kind of move. Woo! Maybe a little high stepping, maybe not, whatever it is you need to do to kind of shake yourself out. Ooh. Not thinking about it, just kind of being, And then bring your feet underneath your hips, the outside of the feet aligned with the outside edge of the mat. The weight balanced in the inside and outside of the ball and the heel of the foot, so you're balanced in your 4 points. The ankles are soft, the knees are soft, the hips and waist are firm. We lift out of the waist, we lengthen through the side body. We roll the shoulders up and down, tuck the chin slightly, extend through the crown, and then release the fingertips toward the mat. Palms forward. And then feel as if you're moving your hips towards the top of your mat and the back of your palms toward the bottom of your mat. And you'll feel like you're actually pushing the hips forward, but actually you're not. You're actually just aligning. When you tend to be stooped, we tend to be always in a sort of stooping. So we want to bring the hips as if they're coming forward. So they're actually over the ankles. And take the palms back to keep the shoulders in alignment. And then release the fingertips long. And this is our mountain pose. So find something out beyond the tip of your nose, or close your eyes if you're comfortable doing so. Just be in your mountain. And then we're going to work from here. On the inhale, take the arms out and up. And just bring the palms together if you can. If not, just find a place where your shoulders are feeling supported. And just be here for a moment. Inhaling, lengthening. Exhaling. Just finding this extended or tall mountain. Breathing here. Nice. If you can, take the right thumb and pointer finger, circle the left wrist. Inhale and lengthen. Exhale, hinge over to the right. Opening the left side body. Ooh, finding that release. Now stay long out of the right leg. Tendency to collapse on that right side. Stay long out of the underside of the right arm. So the right rib cage is expanding also. Maybe take the hand slightly toward the wall behind you. to feel yourself lengthening and breathing. Full inhale. Complete exhale. Inhale, come back to center, release that wrist. And then switch, take your left thumb and left pointer finger, circle the right wrist, get long. And then exhale, lean to the left. Now stay long out of both legs. Lift out of the hips. Lift out of the underside of the left arm as you're pulling across the body. Maybe not pulling, maybe just leaning. Stay long, lengthen, breathe. Take the hands slightly to the back wall to maintain your alignment. Full inhale. And complete exhale. On your inhale, come back to center. If you can, interlace the fingers and then press the palms toward the ceiling. Lengthen, maybe even look up. Roll the eyes up towards the fingers, towards the thumbs. Long. Inhale here. Exhale. Inhale, come back to neutral. Then release the hands down behind the body. Interlace the fingers in the opposite way, that awkward way. And then press the back of the palms toward the floor behind you as you lift out of the waist and open the chest. Maybe looking up. Now, try not to let the head fall back. We're not scrunching the back of the neck. Keep the chin in alignment with the sternum. Breathe deep here. Full inhale. Complete exhale. Inhale, come back to neutral. Release the hands and take the arms up. Exhale, release the hands to prayer. Roll the shoulders up and down. Turn the palms forward. Press the hips. Click the palms back. Find your mountain. Breathe in. Notice a little shift perhaps. On the inhale, take the arms up. On the exhale, hinge at the hips and fold forward, releasing the forehead toward the shins, the crown of the head toward the mat. Now, a great place for your gear was my block. If your hands don't naturally reach the floor, maybe you support yourself on your block at whatever height is appropriate for you to find support. And then experiment with the weight in your feet. Notice as you hinge forward, perhaps the weight rocks forward into the balls of the feet. So press back through the heels while lifting to the hips. Balance the weight in the feet. Bend one knee, lengthen the other. Switch. Find that works for you a little bit. Experiment here. Rock the hips a little, find your balance in your feet. Release your hands, maybe grasp your opposite elbows in front of or behind the legs. Finding maybe a little support, a little additional length. Full inhale. A complete exhale. If you're holding your elbows, release your hands to the mat in front of your feet. And then keeping your neck loose, so the forehead's coming toward the shins. As you inhale, walk the hands over to the left side of your left foot, maybe off the mat. Feeling into that twist, opening the right side body, breathing in, full inhale. Complete exhale. Inhale back to center. Exhale, walk the hands over to the right, on outside the right foot. Try to keep the legs, notice that left knee wants to drop in, so try to keep the legs straight, stay lengthened and lifted, breathing. Opening in the left side body, feeling into that. Full inhale. Complete exhale. Inhale, walk the hands back to center. Exhale, release and fold. Forward fold. Find your version of forward fold. Full inhale here. Complete exhale. Take your hands to the palms to the shins. Straighten the arms to bring the back flat. Lengthen through the crown. Breathe in behind the heart. Full inhale. Exhale. Let the hands release as your forehead folds toward your shins. And then inhale. Bend the knees. And slowly roll up, one vertebra at a time, saving the head and neck for last. Pick the arms up, and exhale, release the hands through prayer. Down along the thighs, palms go back, hips come forward, shoulders release. Mountain pose, take a full inhale. And a complete exhale. Let's move from here. Inhale the arms up. Exhale, hinge and fold. Inhale to that flat back posture. Exhale, place the hands beside the feet and step the left foot back to a lunge. Drop the left knee in the top of the left foot. Be supported here. We'll move slowly in this. Establish yourself, pressing down into the right heel and the left knee, maybe picking up your fingers, maybe bringing your hands to your knee for support. Find yourself here, inhale, maybe straightening the arms to lift the torso. Exhale, sink in as if you could bring your left thigh to the back of your right heel. Find that first. Then inhale, take your arms up, maybe interlock the thumb, maybe bring the palms together, maybe interlace the fingers, whatever works for you. Inhale here, get long through the fingers. Exhale, sink in. Stay long through the fingers as you inhale. Sink in as you exhale. Inhale here. Exhale, release the hands so that the elbows come even with the shoulders, palms forward. Look up. Open the chest. Full inhalation. Complete exhale. Inhale, take the arms back up. Exhale, bring the hands down. Frame the foot. Curl the toes of the left foot. Lift the left knee. Step the left foot forward to join the right. Forward fold. Inhale, flat back. Exhale, fold. Inhale, root to rise, gathering as you go. Exhale, release the hands through prayer. Roll the shoulders, release the palms, pull the hips, find your mountain, take a breath. On your next inhale, the arms go high. On the exhale, we hinge and fold. On the inhale, flat back. Exhale, fold hands beside the feet. Step the right foot back into a lunge. Drop the right knee in the top of the right foot. Take a moment to stabilize here. Find your balance and support. Center into the hip girdle. Maybe pick up the fingertips. Maybe bring the hands to the knee. Maybe straighten the arms to lift the torso. Take the arms up. Find your hand position, interlocking the thumb, placing the palms, interlacing the fingers. Take a full inhale. Exhale, sink in. Inhale, lengthen. Exhale. Supported lunge. Feel into this full inhalation. On the exhale, release the palm, the thumb so that the elbows can come to shoulder height and open through the chest. Breathe in. Exhale. Inhale here, take the arms back up. Exhale, release the hands, frame the foot, curl the toes, lift the knee, step forward into forward fold. Inhale to a flat back. Exhale, fold. Inhale, root to rise. Exhale, release the hands. Roll the shoulders. Find your mountain. Take a breath. On your next inhale, the hands go high. On the exhale, we hinge and fold. Inhale, flat back. Exhale, fold, hands beside the feet. Right foot back into a lunge. Option to drop the knee or keeping the knee lifted, press back through that right heel. Find your fingertips, find your knee, bring your torso upright. Inhale, take the arms up. Woo. Exhale, sink in. Press back through that right heel, down into that left heel. Balance through the hip girdle. Full inhale here. Complete exhale. Inhale here. Exhale, bring the hands so that the elbows are even with the shoulders. Open the chest, shine a little brighter. Full inhalation. Complete exhale. Inhale, take the arms up. Exhale, hands down, frame the foot, Step forward, forward fold. Inhale, flat back. Exhale, fold. Inhale, root to rise. Exhale, release the hands. Find your mountain. A full inhalation. A complete exhale. Inhale, arms high. Exhale, hinge and fold. Inhale, flat back. Exhale, fold hands beside the feet, left foot back. And again, option to drop the left knee if you like. Find your supported lunge. Come through the knee or come up. Bring the arms up. Sink in. Crescent lunge here, full inhale. Complete exhale. Inhale here. Exhale, bring the elbows shoulder height, open the chest. Full inhalation. Pressing back through the left heel, lifting through the left thigh. Complete exhale. Inhale the arms up. Exhale, release the hands down, frame the foot, step forward, forward fold. Inhale, flat back. Exhale, fold. Inhale, root to rise. Exhale, release the hands. Find your mountain, take a breath, full inhale. Complete exhale. I'm going to add a twist here. Inhale the arms up. Exhale, hinge and fold. Inhale, flat back. Exhale, fold, hands beside the feet, left foot back. Inhale, rise up. Exhale, sink in. Find your crescent. Inhale here. Exhale, bring the hands to prayer and rotate the torso to the right. Bringing the left elbow to the right knee or outside the right thigh. Pressing the palms in front of the chest. Maybe looking back over your right shoulder. Pressing back to that left heel, lifting through the left thigh. Pressing down into the right heel. Breathing here. Twisted lunge. Full inhale. Complete exhale. Inhale here. Exhale. Rotate back to center. Release the hands. Step the left foot forward, forward fold. Inhale, flat back. Exhale, fold. Inhale, root to rise. Exhale, release the hands. Find your mountain, take a breath, full inhale. Complete exhale. Inhale the arms high. Exhale, hinge and fold. Inhale, flat back. Exhale, fold hands beside the feet, right foot back into a lunge. Rise up. Find your way up. Settle in. Find your lunge. Full inhale. Complete exhale. Inhale here. Exhale, bring the hands to prayer and then rotate the torso to the left, bringing the right elbow to the left knee or outside the left thigh. Pressing back through the right heel, pressing the hands at the chest, maybe looking back over the left shoulder. Twisted lunge, full inhale. Complete exhale. Inhale here. Exhale, back to center. Release the hands, step forward. Inhale, flat back. Exhale, fold. Inhale, root to rise. Exhale, release the hands. Find your mountain by taking a breath. Steady and sure. Let's put it all together. Inhale the arms up. Exhale, hinge and fold. Inhale, flat back. Exhale, fold. Left foot back into a lunge. Inhale, rise up. Exhale, sink in, rotate the torso. Inhale here. Exhale, establish. Inhale here. Exhale, rotate back to center. And take the hands back alongside the hips while bringing the crown forward over the thigh. Now we're in our lightning lunge. Inhale here. Rise up, crescent.
Exhale, bring the hands down, frame the foot, step forward, forward fold. Inhale, flat back. Exhale, fold. Inhale, root to rise. Exhale, release the hands. Settle in on, take a breath, find your mountain. Exhale, be steady and sure. Other side, inhaling the arms up. Exhale, release the hands. Inhale, flat back. Exhale, fold hands beside the feet, right foot back into a lunge. Inhale, rise up, find your crescent. Exhale, sink in, bring the hands to prayer, rotate the torso to the left. Find your twist. A full inhale. A complete exhale. Inhale here. Exhale, back to center. Take the hands back along the hips, lengthen through the crown, find your lightning. Press back to that right heel, down into the left heel. Inhale up, crescent. Exhale, hands down, frame the foot, step forward, forward fold. Inhale, flat back. Exhale, fold. Inhale, root to rise. Exhale, release the hands. Roll the shoulders, drop the palms, take a breath. All right. And then let's add our lowering movement. Inhale the arms up. Exhale, release crown. Inhale, flat back. Exhale, fold, step the left foot back. Inhale, rise up. Exhale, sink in and twist. Inhale here. Exhale, come back to center, release the hands, lengthen through the crown, lightning. Inhale, rise up, crescent. Exhale, release the hands, frame the foot. Now this time, step the right foot back to join the left. Inhale to your plank. Exhale, lower down, your choice, knees, chest, chin, or reverse push-up. Inhale, rise up, cobra or up dog. Exhale, press back, downward facing dog. Take a breath in down dog, stabilize. A full inhale. A complete exhale. Inhale, look up between the hands. Bring the left foot forward between the hands. Exhale, sink in to your lunge. Inhale, rise up to your crescent. Exhale, release the hands to prayer. Rotate the torso to the left. Find your twist. Inhale here. Exhale. Back to center. Release the hands. Long lightning lunge. Lengthen through the crown. Inhale, rise up. Crescent. Exhale, release the hands. Frame the foot. Step the left foot back to join the right. Inhale to your plank. Exhale, lower down. Inhale, rise up. Exhale, press back, downward dog. Take a breath in down dog. A full inhale. A complete exhale. Inhale here. Exhale. Drop the knees. Press the hips back toward the heels. Come into your extended wisdom pose, extended child's pose. Release your forehead. Again, great place for your deer. Maybe you want to support your forehead at whatever height is appropriate for you. Your practice. Take a moment here to take a breath. Now, slowly, keeping the chin tucked, walk your hands back. Bring your torso upright, bring your hands to your thighs. Now, if it's uncomfortable to sit on your heels, you can utilize your block or your pillow. Place that between your ankles or even on top of your calves. Finding a way to support yourself in this posture. Hero's pose. You want to be seated on the heels though. So, then take your hands behind your hips. Fingertips towards the top of your mat and allow yourself to come back. Keep the chin in relationship to the sternum. Now, when your knees start to come up off your mat, that's your edge. So you don't want to overdo it here. You want to keep the knees down. And if you have the flexibility to come down onto your elbows or even onto your back, then you go ahead and do so. Remember, you're keeping the knees moving toward each other and down to the mat. If they start to hover, you've probably gone too far. No, I don't need to do that. We're not trying to overdo anything. I'm just opening through the lower back here. Beautiful posture here. Full inhale. Complete exhale. If you're back on your elbows, slowly begin to walk back up to your hands. If you're on your hands, slowly bring your hands more back to your thighs, palms up. Inhale here. And then exhale, roll off of your heels in either direction and bring your legs out in front of you. And then roll down onto your back. Now, palms alongside the hips. Forearms pressing into the mat, lengthen through the crown, pull down on the side ribs so you can feel that lower spine against the mat. When you feel your lower spine against the mat, walk your heels back toward your hips, bringing your knees to the sky. Feet are in alignment with the hips, which means they're basically almost touching or touching. And your heels are as close to the hips as is appropriate for you. Pressing into the feet, feel yourself press into the feet, and then tilt the pelvic bowl so you feel your buttocks begin to lift. We're going to come into our dynamic bridge moment by moment. So then we begin to continue to roll up. The lower back comes off the mat. Continue to roll up, pressing into the feet, moving the knees away from the face. Middle back comes off the mat. Continuing to roll up. Maybe even the upper back comes off. The weight is in the shoulders, not the head or neck. Belly button lifts to the ceiling. This is our dynamic bridge here. We're actually going to pulse here for a moment. So inhale here, get long. Exhale, lower the hips till they're just hovering. Inhale, roll up. Exhale, roll down. Never releasing all the way, just hovering at the end of the... So we're moving with breath here. Align the movement to the breath. Feel into what it is like to move your range of motion, which is managed by your breath. And one more here. Inhale, roll up, and maybe find your deepest expression of the pose for you. Maybe you bring your hands together underneath your body, pulling your pinkies away from your shoulders, lifting through the belly button, pressing into the heels, kicking the knees away. Breathe here. Hold posture, not breath now. When we hold the posture, we're still breathing deep. Take a full inhale. And then if your hands are underneath your body, release them and slowly roll down. And then bring the knees into the chest. Release, maybe grab the knees and rock a little side to side. Feel that release. And then bring the feet back to the mat. And take the right leg long. And then lift the heel of the right foot to the ceiling. And then reach up behind your calf or knee or hamstring, whatever's appropriate, and just gently guide that right knee back to your face. And then as you exhale, cross the right thigh over the left tightly. So you're pressing the right hamstring down into the left quadricep. Right foot is outside the left calf or even hooks around it if you have that flexibility. Take your hands out 60 to 90 degrees to create a little space. Inhale, lengthen through the crown. Pull down on the side rib, exhale, let your knees come over to the right as you look over your left shoulder, keeping the left shoulder down and relaxed, and letting the weight of the legs do the work here. So we're not pressing with the right leg to make the left knee go anywhere. We're just allowing the weight of the legs and gravity to bring the hips open as we drop the knees across the body. And maybe if you open over your left shoulder, you feel a little release in the neck, and maybe not. Just breathe. Our twist here. I always say there's a twist when you get to the end, and this is what we're doing here. Full inhale here. Complete exhale. Inhale, bring the knees back to center as you bring the head back to neutral. Take the right leg high. Again, reach up and reach behind the leg. Just open that hip girdle a little and then relax the right leg all the way down. And then let the left leg join it. Oh, feel the difference between the two. One leg might feel a little longer. Then bring the right heel toward the right hip. Take the left leg high, press through the heels. If you're stamping the ceiling, reach up behind the left leg, wherever is right for you. Bring the knee toward your face. And then exhale, cross the left knee tightly over the right. Knees are even, thighs are pressing. Foot is hooked or relaxed. And take your arms out. Inhale, lengthen through the crown. Pull down on the side ribs. Exhale, let the knees come across the body to the left as you look over your right shoulder. And again, not doing any pressing with the legs. We're just allowing the weight of the legs to open us through the hip girdle. Wonderful stretch here. Full inhale. Again, right shoulder is relaxed. And the knees are moving away from the face more than toward the ground. Just feel that opening. Breathe into that hip. Full inhale. Complete exhale. On your next inhale, slowly bring your knees back to center, the head to neutral. Take the left leg high, reach up behind the left leg and open it. And then relax the left leg down, let the right leg join it. And then let your toes fall open. Take your heels as wide as is comfortable for you on your mat. Turn your palms up at your hips. Lengthen through the crown and pull down on the side body. Prepare for your guided rest here. Take a moment, if you like, to provide yourself with any additional support that you may want in this guided rest posture. Maybe you have an eye cloth or a blanket or shawl or a bolster, whatever it is that you need or want for additional support in your own practice here. Take a moment to provide yourself that. And then just let go. Release entirely, let go of any analysis of the practice, any condemnation or conversation, let go of any shaping of the breath or of the body. Just allow yourself to be coming to rest. See if you can allow gratitude to arise. See what arises for you when you open to gratitude, maybe just the possibility of gratitude. Maybe gratitude for your practice. Whatever arises for you, see if you can just see it and be with it and allow it. Without a story, without attachment, without clinging to it. Without aversion, without pushing it away. Just observe, notice, just be. And as we rest here, I'll invite you to go through a tracking of the body exercise with me, looking for any areas of tightness or contraction or constriction and seeking to release them. We'll start at the base of the feet. I invite you to bring your awareness to the soles of your feet, to your toes, to the tops of your feet, and to your heels, to your ankles. And then release. I invite you to bring your awareness to your calves, to your shins, to your knees, to your quadriceps, and to your hamstrings. And then relax. I invite you to bring your awareness to your hip girdle, to the sits bones, to the buttocks, to the sacral area, to the SI joint at the top of the buttocks. And release.
And I invite you to bring your awareness to your abdomen and to your lower back and to relax. I invite you to bring your awareness to your middle back and to your ribs, and then release. I invite you to bring your awareness to your chest and to your upper back, and then relax. I invite you to bring your awareness to your shoulders and your neck, and release. I invite you to bring your awareness to your biceps, your triceps, your elbows, and your forearms, and relax. I invite you to bring your awareness to your wrists, to the back of your hands, to your fingers, and to the palms of your hands, and to relax. I invite you to bring your awareness to your jaw, to your tongue, to the muscles at the back of your throat, and to the back of your head, and release. I invite you to bring your awareness to your nose, to your nasal passages, to your muscles and nerves behind your nose, your eyeballs, your eye sockets, your eyeballs, and the muscles and nerves behind your eyes, and release. I invite you to bring your awareness to your brain, to your skull, to your mind, to the place between your ears and behind your brow, and relax. And finally, I invite you to bring your awareness to the crown of your head, space just outside and above the top of your head. From that place of awareness at the crown, I invite you to see the entirety of your being. See yourself on your mat in your space. See the fullness of your environment and you in it, resting in gratitude in your space. And as you rest in gratitude in your space, I'll take this opportunity to extend my sense of gratitude to you. Thank you so much for coming and sharing your practice. I'm honored to be here, truly. And I invite and encourage you to stay here in grateful rest for as long as you like. And when you do rise, please take your gratitude and the echoes of your practice with you as you go through the remainder of your day, lifting yourself and all that you come into contact with. Have an amazing day.